Of the Uyghur people is the PCS Union, Public and Commercial Services, the main trade union in the civil service in this country. I'm very pleased that John Moloney, who's Assistant General Secretary of the PCS, has come here to support the demo and say a few words.
First of all, it's an honour to be invited here. And it's also fantastic that I'm not speaking in a personal capacity. So everything I'm about to say now, I genuinely believe. But I'm officially here on behalf of the PCS Union, which has nearly 180,000 members in this country, which organises in every government department, which organises cleaners, which organises security guards, which organises in Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. What our National Executive Committee has decided that we must support this campaign. The reason why we must support this campaign is that's a simple matter of a crime against humanity. Let's imagine, what reason could you not be against this campaign? You hear that a whole people are rounded up solely because of their ethnicity. That's a crime. They're put into camps solely because of their ethnicity. That's a crime. They're forced into re-education solely because of their ethnicity. That is a crime. But it's also a crime that how small this sort of gathering is. You're the faithful who have come here, but the trade union movement as a whole is not here. If this was another country, other than China, I think we would have mass demonstrations by unions. But for some reason, a lot of trade union members, or activists, or certain activists at least, give China a go in a way they wouldn't do another country. Now, I think partly it's because somehow it's perceived that China is different from America, and that America is, if you like, the Antichrist, and anybody against America automatically must be a good country. That's not true, is it? What you have to judge each government's actions as each government's actions, and that's how I judge, and my union judges, the Chinese government's actions. They have wantonly rounded up an entire people. They are wantonly imprisoned that entire people. And in fact, today I was reading, actually they're starting to hire out almost as slaves these people to work for big multinational companies. So in other words, there's lots of money to be made. What can we do though? What we have to do is minimally, as everybody here is doing, is bear witness. In other words, we have to turn up month after month after month. If that's all we can do, that is something amazing. Because what it is that every time we're out there, a report will go back to Peking. Every time we're out here, some people will notice it. More importantly, people from the ethnic group will actually know about it. What we know from social media is that news of these sort of demonstrations, as small as they may be, on a wet day in London, will get through that camera and through other means back to the people back in China, to the Uyghur people themselves. And from every story I've ever read about an oppressed people, they've taken tremendous succor from just hearing about a small handful of people sometimes, hopefully larger as we get building the campaign, who are protesting. Because the worst things you can imagine if you're in prison or in a camp is to believe that you've been totally abandoned by everybody. You're proving that is not the case. The fact that my union is backing this campaign proves that's not the case. But we have to do so much more. As Dave has said, we have to win the trade union movement, just not one union, but every union. As I said, it's a straightforward human rights argument. Is it right to imprison a whole people? If the answer is no, and it's got to be no, then you have to be with us. So as I said, first of all, congratulations for doing that. Congratulations to people who are organising this. What we have to do is next time I'll try to get more PCS people here. What we have to do afterwards is get Unite people here, RMT people here, and everybody here. Now, hopefully as the weather gets better, we can get more and more people. But minimally, as I said, what we're going to do today is bear witness. We're going to shout at those people, powerful people. They will report it. We will take videos that will go back to China. So what we're doing today is right and proper. What we have to do as people like me is make sure it's much bigger next time with people from PCS. On that basis, thanks so much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Okay.